Ed Sullivan was like Barnum and Bailey. He presented the greatest show on television. You could see everybody. You'd see Eric Burdon and the Animal. You'd see the Stones. You would always see a rock and roll band. And sure enough, we got a phone call saying, okay, Wednesday we got a plane flight to New York and you're on the Ed Sullivan Show. Half hour before showtime, some representative from network television came into our dressing room. He said, boys, and we hated being called boys, we've got a problem. And we all looked at each other and said, oh man, now what? We're just doing Light My Fire. It's the #1 song in America. What could the problem possibly be? The guy said, you cannot, on network television in America, say the word higher. This is 1967, and the battle was between the establishment and the psychedelics. There was a lot of censorship back then. Elvis couldn't show his pelvis. The Stones, you could not spend the night together with the Stones. That implied the act of making love. And when it comes to the Doors couldn't say the forbidden word higher. In the Doors song, Light My Fire, girl, we couldn't get much higher. And this guy said, why don't you change the lyrics? Just change the lyrics. And Jim said, what? And he looks at Morrison and he said, you're the poet. Why don't you come up with something else? Jim started to boil over. He was absolutely furious. He was going to kill the guy. I said, okay. We'll change the word. And the guy said, good, I thought you would do that. And he walks out the door. Everybody looks at me and says, what do you mean we'll change the word? Morrison was, Ray, we're not changing the word. I said, exactly, man, let's not change the word. Let the guy alone. Tell him we're changing the word. We go on national television and do it exactly the way we've always done it.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Whoever it was from network came backstage afterwards and started to scream at us. You said the word higher. You said higher. You'll never work the Ed Sullivan Show ever again. Then he lays this bomb on us. We were going to book you for 6 more performances, and you'll never work the Ed Sullivan Show again. And we looked at each other and went, whoops, we could have done 6 more Ed Sullivan shows. And then Morrison, in classic Jim Morrison fashion, looked at the guy and said, hey, man, we just did the Ed Sullivan Show.
If I were to say